Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today's video is about a project that I did about 2 weeks ago, and this is as you can see on the screen, is a water cooling setup for a friend that I met online. I was looking for people to play Dota online here in Auckland because all my Philippines Dota mates, when we try to play, we're either playing C server or Australia, so it's either I'm lag or they're the ones who's lag, and it's not working out right for us. So I found new players, and so it happens this one guy, he was having problems with his rig. He has really like awesome rig. He has an 8700K with a GTX 1080 Ti Poseidon from Asus. What was it? 32 gigs of RAM. He was even using a Maximus X Formula X, or Asus Maximus Formula X Crosschill motherboard, and he says he was having temp problems with the video card specifically. And I said, he said, you know, he wanted to water cool it, and I said, oh, yeah, sure. I said, I know how to do a custom loop. I can help you with that. And he said, well, really? So yeah, well, let's do it. Yeah. He said, how much? I told him, it's free, you know, just prepare some food and beer and we're all good. And that went the ball rolling, and that was about a couple of weeks ago. On the first week, I sort of set up a design for the system. I got the details or the specs, even the case that he was using, and then I designed the loop on PowerPoint. When you design the loop, your custom loop, it's a good practice because that way you figure out how many fittings that you're going to use, how many PETG tubings you use, where or what type of radiators that you can fit, how big the radiators you're going to use, all those things if you do a prior design first. If you don't do a design, you just look at the case, maybe this is that. It's not cost efficient. It's not cost effective to do something like that. You know, like eyeball everything and see what happens. You know, you're going to lose money. If you make a proper plan of the project, you can better prepare of what the stuff that you need. In this case, I was able to write down everything that we were going to use on the project, and I had him buy all the stuff. What's surprising here in Auckland is that the stores, there are 3 major stores that we got our stuff, source our stuff. Playtech, PBTech, and Computer Lounge. Computer Lounge had the most number of inventory for water cooling stuff. It's just that they had a lot of stuff that was also not in stock. And so we had to go through the other 2 guys. Playtech for some fittings, not a lot, not everything. PBTech for the kit that we used, some more fittings, and then Playtech for the rest, and I think Computer Lounge for the rest of the stuff, the rest of the fittings. Playtech also provided the PETG tubes. Computer Lounge did not have the bending kit. Now that was one of the problems that we encountered on this build, because we were using Bitspower fittings and Bitspower PETG hard tubes, but we were not able to buy the silicone inserts for bending the tubes by Bitspower. We were able to buy the ones from EK, their bending kit. Now the thing here is that their silicone is a little bit smaller in diameter, or yeah, when we put it on the PETG hard tubings, there's a lot more play. It wasn't like a snug fit that you have to twist it. It was like that. It was easy. It's really easy, and that posed some issues when we were bending the PETG tubes, because since there's a lot more space inside, what the tubes tended to do was sort of have a flat side, so the bend was not as perfect as I wanted it to be, but at least I was still able to manage to get a perfect bend out of it. And we didn't have the bending kit as well, the 90-degree guides and everything like that. We didn't have those, so I was bending everything by hand, trying to figure out the bends properly. Anyway, so yeah, so he bought the stuff. We got the stuff from different places, and then we scheduled like on a Sunday. Went there. He bought a lot of food, Filipino food. My wife loved it, and yeah, I built the system for him, and that's the one you can see on the video. Yeah, I'll stop now, and I'll go over the entire video for you guys from start to finish. I was not able to get a video or shoot video of me doing the bends, doing a lot of the stuff, because it was a little bit hard for me to set up video and everything. So most of the videos is when like preparation, and then like when we were done. There was no like me bending this, or me having problem with this, or me inserting that. Yeah, I did not catch those, but it's a great video. It's you know, it's something that's everybody, we like 3-4 guys working on that. They were helping me out with the tubes and everything, so that was a great experience for us. So yeah, videos coming up for you guys. Hope you like it. All right, so this marks all the stuff that I had buy. There was an EKWB 360 kit. This is his case. This is currently the 570X, I believe. Or oh no, sorry. This is the Define R6 already. Anyway, so Bitspower fittings. Those are the two rads. One is a slim type. The other is the standard 35mm. The slim is around 27-25mm. Flow control valves, fittings, and yeah, the bending kit from EK. Like I said, we had to use that one. That's the flow control. Oh, it's not the flow meter, or flow something. You can just see the flow. Yeah, and that's the pump. Vardar fans from the kit. That's the water block, CPU, and that's the inside of the Define R6. We're setting it up, and these are the guys that I've worked with. Oh, I'm doing an overlay of the audio because I was speaking Tagalog or Filipino on the original video, so I'm just talking over the video right now. So the first thing that what I did here is clean the radiators, and surprisingly those radiators are clean. So I'm cutting out to cleaning the radiators now. Okay, so the radiators are now clean, and this is the pump setup. As you can see, the pump is 250mm of height with the tank. It was originally like 100. I'm showing here now the placement of the radiators with the fans. A 360 up front and a 360 up top. And I'm showing where I'm going to be putting the fittings. As you can see, the board has a chipset cooler, and we're going to put some stuff there too. So we just finished, or I just finished building the rig. So this is it. Perfect. 16mm PETG tubes, Bitspower fittings. We're now leak testing. Let's see if we have any leaks. It's not a lot of perfect tubes, but it still looks nice. It still looks good. So we used a lot of these 90-degree angles, so that we could not use a lot of bends. We used EK silicone with Bitspower PETG 16mm. It fit, but it was wiggly, so we have semi-flat spots on the bends, but it still looks good. And that's without any guides. We're now leak testing and there's no leaks. Really no leaks. So we just finished it. No leaks. Absolutely no leaks.
Babalik na ako pre ha.
Oh, sige, okay lang. So absolutely no leaks. This is off. So that's the build already. Already done.
Hindi na ako.
Okay lang, sige lang. Okay lang, okay lang.
I'm not going to church anyway.
Yeah, so...
I need my socks. Just wear your slippers. No, I don't want to wear my slippers.
The initial plan was this two fittings here. It was same height, same bends, but you know, sometimes your plans doesn't work. So yeah, this band right here. This is a little crooked, but yeah, this is because of the video card, of the weight. It can't be helped. If probably there's a GPU bracket or a GPU stand for that, that I couldn't straighten that out. So yeah. For now, I just put tube here, and it's holding. It's not getting so much stress on there. This is the CryoFuel green. It's a beautiful green, actually, really nice. And let's turn it back on. Yeah. So that's Bitspower flow control, flow valve, flow indicator. There's a lot of bubbles, but that's gonna go away after a while, especially if you introduce heat into the system. Let the system breathe. I've capped it for now, so when we take it back to the desk, but we'll may have to have this uncap, or at least release the top so that there's going to be air escaping. Yeah, so that is our water-cooled build for this one. So for, basically this was an air-cooled rig. This is a Poseidon 1080 Ti Poseidon Asus, and it already has a built-in what do you call this, water block. So, and it was getting high temperatures even with the air cooling in the case. It was on a 570 Corsair 570, and it was transferred here on a Fractal design Define R6, and it was being cooled by that an XZXT. I forgot what that was, but that's a 280 and a ZXT. That's for the processor. This is an i7 8700K with a Asus Maximus Formula X Crosschill. Means that there's a built-in water block on the chipset. And yeah, so we included that on the loop right there. Now behind this, you're not going to see it, but there's actually a tube, a PVC tube, a soft tube that we used at the back, because there's not a lot of room or space here at the back. So we used soft tubing. Yeah, somewhere behind there. Anyway, yeah. So we'll finish this up with, we'll wire the fans, and we'll wire everything. But this is done. There's no leaks. Absolutely clean build. First turn on, first start. No drips, no leaks, no sweating at the. Usually the leaks start at the fittings, where you put the fittings in the radiators. There, here. That's where the leaks happen on where the fittings are. But this one, no fit, absolutely clean. No adjustments, nothing. Even the setup I had. See inside there's another soft tube that I used for this here. This is a drain valve, so this is gonna stay here. Yeah, hopefully we can figure out a way to squeeze this in here. But yeah, this is gonna stay here, and that's a drain valve. That's going to be used when changing coolants on this computer. So that's how I do my loops. Always with a drain valve. That's on a T fitting right here with the rotary extender there. And these are all Bitspower. Here in Auckland, the prices of fittings are really high. I've talked to a friend of mine in China for barrel fittings. Ooh, I don't know. Hopefully those fittings are a lot cheaper than here if we can buy some of that and then get it here for some other people who want to build a similar setup, a water-cooled setup. But yeah, this is overall a nice setup that I've done. First time to use Bitspower fittings. I normally use EK. Oh, that's an EK, so Evo Supremacy. That actually has LEDs that go into those two spots, but I don't know. That's an extra wire. It's gonna go here. It's gonna go at the back. Yeah, maybe too much of a thing. But yeah. There we go. Flow is certainly going. This just, this is an eyesore for me. See that? It's a little bit crooked. It's not straight as I would want it to be. But in any case, it's an overall excellent build for me. Really excellent build. There we go. Yeah, I got, see that? Bandage on my left and right thumb. That's from squeezing the fittings as tight as I can, because in my experience, if the fittings are just tight and not super tight, it's going to leak. And in this case, it paid off. I squeezed the fittings. I squeezed the fittings as hard as I can, super tight, and my thumbs bled. But no leaks. What can you say? Alright, so that's it for today's setup. I wanted to shoot while I built this, but that's too much for me. I can't do two things at the same time, and this is a friend's place, and it's not my setup, so yep. So, alright, that's it for a water-cooled PC rig. Beautiful. It's beautiful. See you guys again.